Ciao everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Giulia and today I'm going to show you how I mold and create my perfect fit toe pads. I thought this video would be helpful, especially for someone like me that has the Greek shape toes, which means second toe longer than the bigger toe. So Perfect Fit also has a video regarding how you mold and create their toe pads, but I thought that I would create my own version, especially tailored for my toe shape. Having the second toe longer than the big toe means that a lot of pressure is on that little toe. So you really need support to avoid this crazy pressure because it could be very painful. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to go to the studio and I hope it's clear and I hope you enjoy seeing the process. Bye bye! This is everything you need to make your new toe pads. So a pair of scissors, your old toe pads, a pair of pointe shoes, which is soft but not too dead, toe spacers, some paper, maybe a towel, and of course the Perfect Fit toe pads. This is what you find in the box. You have all the instructions here and then all the material to make your toe. So let's get started. The first time making these toe pads, it might seem a little complicated, but you just need to follow the rules. They're all explained on their website and just, respect the times that they say and hopefully they will come out perfect. I have to say that I love using those toe pads. I tried them for the first time last year, March, and this is my second time making them. So hopefully everything will go smooth. And what else to say? Well, I'm changing pointe shoes. I'm starting to use a new model and this is why I have to change them. But at the same time, they are damaged. So it was about time. Let's get to it. It's always a bit nerve-wracking when you make them. Last time I was with a friend. This time she's not making them yet and I really need them. So I'm going to have to do the process alone. Fingers crossed, but I read the instructions and everything should go smoothly. So as I was saying, I have the second toe, which is longer than my big toe, and I used to have a lot of pain and problems because of that. But since I tried the Perfect Fit toe pads, at least my first model was very successful, that pain was gone and my dancing became way less painful, and also I didn't have bruised toenails, which sometimes I would get, especially when I had a lot of bourrées. So I definitely recommend them. So first of all, I'm going to cover my toe spacers. Mine are very thin. Well, I'm going to do the left afterwards actually. So first the right. I forgot these plastic bags, which are necessary for the process. Okay, so I have my timer here. Apparently you're supposed to mix the mold within 30 seconds. So I am taking half-half, so half of the white and half of the blue, and mix. And we should be able to do everything within 7 minutes per pair. This is the time it takes more or less to dry everything. So we mix the two materials together. It's actually really hard to mold this within 30 seconds, even though I'm super quick. I remember the first time I made them. For the first few days wearing them didn't feel great, even though I already saw the comfort. But at first they feel a bit oily on the skin. We place some material in the curve between the big toe and the second toe, if you have a toe spacer, of course. Then you place the toe spacer. This way will be very attached. Okay, let's cover the toes and all the pressure points. I need a little extra for underneath, so the toe spacer attaches perfectly with the sock. Then you put the sock on, and then the plastic bag, and then you put your pointe shoe. For the first minutes, you don't put any pressure on the pointe shoe, you don't put any weight, because if you have the toe problem I have, the longer second toe, you just want to stretch your foot without putting weight on it. I'm going to put the other shoe so I can do some releves on 2 legs. We are 4 minutes in. I would recommend walking on it also. Last time I had quite some material coming out from the box, which is quite normal, and usually you cut it off. This time I didn't. I guess I didn't put as much blue and white material. There is some left in the boxes. And I'm going to close it, because if you don't mix them, it lasts. So you can keep it for another time or for a refilling like I did. Okay, it's done. I'm going to keep that in and starting the left one. So now I'm just going to keep them on for a couple of minutes more, then take them off and let them dry for 1 or 2 days. Don't give up if for the first day they feel a little bit slippery and oily when you wear them. The feeling will feel different, will be a little bit, not uncomfortable, but alien to the feet. So just really give it a week, give it some time and see if it actually improves your dancing or improves the way you feel your pointe shoes when you dance, and if you have less pain. From my point of view, they were a great find, they were a great discovery. This is not a collaboration video, by the way, I just genuinely wanted to do it for you guys. I find that I suffer way less from corns and bruised toenails, and they just make my dancing more pleasant. They saved my Act 4 Swan Lake bourrée. This is my honest opinion about them, and I just wanted to share the process of making toe pads here on YouTube. And this will be it. I'm going to be trying them tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and hopefully they are a successful pair. Fingers crossed. Of course, for more ballet related content, you can follow the channel, like the video if you liked it and if it was helpful, and for any questions, comment below. Bye bye!